Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. I'm Inga. This is a pick your card for Pisces. This is for Pisces elemental sign or energy. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. You would look at this reading. I'm assuming that you already know what type of reading this is, but this is just to look at more or less potential outcomes for some type of an issue that you're wondering about, or that you would like to know your potential success with a particular issue. We have three rows, so we're looking kind of at three different scenario or outcomes. In the first row, we have a amber. In the second row, we have a foggy quartz crystal, and in the last row, we have a brown gold quartz. You can pick your row, whichever one you think your instinct is drawing you towards. So this is just going to look at on the base with the thought. We are going to look at the overall issue, the overall climate of the issue. In the second row, we're going to look at the potential risk associated with what you want or what you think you need. And in the last row, we are going to look at the potential ending or outcome. What are the chances of success, or what are the chances of you getting what you want? Now, this doesn't mean to say that the energy can't change or shift over the next week. This is just to look at an overall atmosphere around a particular subject matter or question for the Pisces. This is for Pisces elemental sign energy. So let's go ahead and get started. We're starting off with the Seven of Swords. This is an issue that is calling on all your resources for you to keep your wits about you, for you to pay attention, for you to be on alert. So I would say whatever this issue pertains to, it has to do with you keeping your eye on the ball, or paying attention. It can also be researching into a matter. You might need to research or do your research or do your homework on a particular subject matter before you engage, meaning before you go to battle, so to speak, or before you confront. Make sure you have receipts, make sure you have confirmation, and make sure with this Seven of Swords you have backup. It looks like a situation where you won't be able to rely in the first row. It looks like you won't be able, at least from the initial start, to rely on luck or on the help of others. You will have to carry this cross on your own, or bear the burden on your own of proof. Let's look at the second part, what's happening in terms of what you want to achieve and the risk associated with what you would like to achieve. We have the Two of Coins. So once you have this information, or once you have this insight, you might want to have a clear perspective of, it's almost like whose side you want to take, or which side even your bread is buttered on. Be careful who you give your allegiance to. Be careful who you give your allegiance to, is what's coming across here, because you might ally yourself with a person who really isn't going to see this through to the end, and you might give up a more stable support, or even a more stable job based on a job offer that might come through that looks really good, but it's almost like the devil's in the details and you're missing some additional details. So what I'm getting is, you may want to wait before you jump ship. You see the ships in the background. You may want to wait before you jump ship or switch sides, because I feel like there's more information you need to dig into, research, and you need to have more proof of something before you make a final decision. Let's see what else is here. Look at that. We have Major Arcana, Death, for the outcome of this initiative or issue. it seems to me with this coupling that this group of Pisces who chose this role might be in a type of danger of having someone take advantage of them, take advantage of their kindness, or take advantage of their generosity. Someone might lead you down the garden path on purpose with a promise or with agreement that all the issues haven't been hashed out, all the issues haven't been worked out, and it's like you'll be left waiting for something to materialize from whatever this is. Now, this could be a relationship, this could be a job offer. It feels like you're waiting for something to materialize based on a promise falling through or something falling through. We're going to go ahead and leave that one there and move on to row number 2 with the quartz. We're starting off with Major Arcana, the Emperor. So this group of Pisces, it looks like you are in a better position to make that move, or you are in a better position to make your decision. You have all the information you need. There seems to be less of a reason or rationale to wait. Your instincts might be calling you to do something other than what's being offered to you or other than what's coming towards you. And this might be causing you to doubt yourself, but it seems to me that the foundation is good for whatever this is that you would like to pursue. The risk, look at that Hierophant, the risk associated with this. So we have 2 major arcana in a row for the middle row. The risk associated with this endeavor for what you want might be that once you are locked into this contract, it can be a marriage, it can be a work contract, it could be an agreement. Once you're locked into this, you will have very little way to get out of it. If you need to get out of whatever this is, it will be very difficult for you to do in the future. So I think the main issue here is that you have to be very, very sure before you sign on that dotted line. It looks like everything is correct. It looks like everything is appropriate, but you may want to be careful before you sign on that dotted line, because once you sign this agreement, it is set in stone. It will be very difficult to get out of it without legal help or without legal maneuvers. Let's see what we have for the final outcome. Very interesting. We go also from the 7 of Swords to the 5 of Swords up here. The Pisces are dealing with some tricky characters here. I feel like someone is still trying to do the Pisces out of something. And it's like they're being told something, but they feel like they can't be sure about it. And here you go, where this looks to be quite stable with the Emperor, and with the Hierophant, we come up with the 5 of Swords. But again, these two trump the 5 of Swords. We have 2 5s. Looks like you're getting out. You're possibly also getting out of a contract. But be careful about reading the fine print and seeing the details, because it seems that someone is still trying to outmaneuver the Pisces. If you chose this role, it looks like you will have more success in maneuvering beyond what this person can do to you to try to negatively impact your flexibility or your choices for the future. But the energy is still there for that. Let's go ahead and move to the last row. So for the overall energy, look at that. We have the Ace of Cups. And it seems to me that there is a type of serenity in this all for this last row. This is the Pisces who feels much more comfortable about the moves that they plan to make. It's almost like they have a guarantee. This is a guarantee in this role. The guarantee is there. It seems like you have a good foundation to move forward or to believe in what you would like to accomplish. We have, look at that, the Ace of Swords. Again, the surety is there. There might still be a bit of instability in working out the final details of what this is, but it all looks like the ducks are lining up in a row, and like things are moving forward, and like you have the right approach. You've made the right moves in this column. If you've chosen this, the right moves will also find you. The right moves will also meet you somehow is what I'm getting. And look at that, we have the Page of Cups. Your heart's desire somehow here in this last row. If you chose this last row, it looks like over the next week, things will be moving more positively from a karmic standpoint towards what you think you would like to achieve or desire or attain. It looks like you can achieve this, but you have to look at the long-term stability of it, because it looks to be quite in a stage of infancy and growing out of infancy stage into something stronger or bigger or more stable. It's just the beginning of something, but the beginning of something good here. So we're going to go ahead and leave it here for Pick a Card for Pisces. Thank you for joining me. I'll maybe see you guys back here again soon. Bye-bye.